Alrighty, so we've got another session here for our uh, nope, Starfall Aria. But before we get too far into our recaps, why don't we get a quick introduction of who's all at the table?
Hi, I'm Ridian, and I play Tala, who is a total druid, level 12. Um, she's not really. She hasn't had a long time exposure to society, maybe like a couple of years, and she's getting better, but she still misses social cues and things like that sometimes, so her friends help her out.
Hello?
Hey,
Okay. Uh, Hi, I'm Lexi and I play Andy Quickfoot, who's a lightfoot halfling bar whiz who loves food, but can't cook. And her familiar's name is Perry, and I believe he's currently an octopus. So, yeah.
Didn't Perry die?
Yep. Yes.
I would say sorry, but
You're not.
I won't. Alright.
Sorry, I'm selling lunch. Hi, I'm Shay, and I play Fleetsta. She's an Eladrin blood hunter who embodies a cold complexion and icy resilience, with magic powers from her mysterious fathomless patron.
Okay. So, with that, we can dive into our session, where you all have traveled to Velda Aquara following a voice that called Friesta's name. While you were there, a few situations happened, most, under the water. You met a figure, a water genasi by the name of Del. And they told you about the city in the direction of the voice, the floating city of Solaris. And you also had an encounter at the same time as meeting Del with a dragon eel. So, all sorts of interesting things there. And I believe we left off just after you long rested. You went into Dell's little bottle, had a comfortable rest, and we start with you all having had water breathing cast upon you, so that way you don't drown, thanks to our lovely druid. And, well, let's...
Oh, I should probably do that again, huh? It's been probably 24 hours?
Yeah, I thought you did that last time. Did you not mark it?
Oh, let me just.
I think so.
That was before the thing, but I don't think I marked it, but I will definitely mark it now.
So, as we are back in the waters, heading out towards Solaris, who amongst your group would like to roll today's travel check? Any one of you can roll a survival roll.
Okay, I will do that.
Good luck. No pressure.
19.
Okay.
19. Good. I will keep that in mind as you guys travel. So,
Oh, water breathing I can cast as a ritual, so that's probably what I did.
that makes sense. Alrighty, so while you guys are traveling underwater, uh, doo-doo-doo-doo. You are, of course, trusting Dell to lead you truly, and so far they do seem to be on course. The city gets closer and closer, but Friesta, you do not hear that whisper again. Not yet, at least.
Hey, Freesta,
Hello.
are you okay?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Okay. Are you excited? Nervous? I don't know what the proper emotion you should be feeling. Well, no, that's incorrect because I shouldn't be telling you what you should be feeling. I'm gonna go ahead and start over. If it, I, uh, you know what?
I don't
Let's
know
go
what
ahead and
emotion
just
I'm
get rid
feeling
of.
either. It's fine.
Fantastic. Thank you. Wow, that was really hard.
You got there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we should just concentrate on getting to Solaris. Solaris? That's the city, right? Yes, we should concentrate on going there today. Yeah.
If we can, yes.
Yes. Okay. And we're gonna try to avoid any creatures that trying to eat us, right?
If we can.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay. So I remember Dell, who is uh um the person who helped us and we stayed in his bottle. Hi Dell. But Lafraga is the Fates Designs captain.
He's one of the Fates designs. He was the one that oversaw the entire Western Shield. Um,
He's the
Fantastic.
buddy.
Okay.
He's the tree buddy
yeah, the
who
Sylvan
put you
N
in your place
with
last time.
the bark-like skin.
Right. And I tried to touch him and he said no. Okay. I remember now.
Very forcefully, he said no. But yes, that is who you are traveling with. It's, I'd say, a few hours of travel. It's been lovely swimming. The water is a very fine temperature, not too cold, not too hot. The light shines in, creating this lovely iridescence at the level that you are swimming. There are, of course, darker levels where the light does not reach close to the trenches and the abyssal areas of this domain. You've passed by more coral reefs and you've seen plenty of fish and other aquatic creatures. And when you are coming to Solaris, you would notice that the floating city also has underwater portions of it. There are people swimming through in the flooded buildings. And let me just do a quick DM snoop here. Andy would notice this. Andy would notice this. As you're getting into the bounds of the city, um, you would notice Dell sort of shrink in on themselves, trying to appear smaller.
Hey, I know that feeling. Although I'm already small, so it doesn't really work out so well for me. How's life, Dell?
Oh, it's fine. Where exactly in Solaris were you trying to get to? I'd like to kind of keep this quick.
I have no idea, but where do you not want to go? That's more interesting to me right now.
Uh, as they look around, they'll pull you over to like a alleyway, in one of the canals, and just looks around, make sure no one's nearby. Okay, I didn't exactly lie to you guys, but I did tell half-truths. Um, I haven't been to Solaris in a while. I don't really know because about some of the places here, because it does change. That's sort of the thing about Solaris, is that it's a frequently changing city. Um, however, my mom, you know, that very powerful married, runs a business here.
That told me absolutely nothing.
It means that I'm going to be noticed. My mom, again, very powerful. people know who I am, and I don't really like that. So like I said, I didn't really lie to you. I haven't been to Solaris in a while. I explore and go out on my own, mostly to avoid the city.
We can solve that problem. But what kind of business?
Um, she deals a lot with memory pearls. But she also, of course, does contracts, as most uh, married do. But
We're gonna get into a recall situation.
maybe.
Awesome. Good. Alright. Well, now that we're in the secluded alleyway and you don't want to be recognized, we can disguise you somehow. I'm sure.
Wait! I have questions. Did you not want to be seen by other people because you don't want to be like celebrity's kid and there's like paparazzis or like that type of situation? Or you don't want to be recognized because people are upset with your mom and they may take it out on you?
Column A, column B. Look, when you deal with contracts, and any sort of business, you're bound to make enemies, and my mom, again, been around for a while, pretty important, pretty powerful. And then, of course, like, again, my mom is pretty important, pretty powerful. That makes people know her, and by extension, know me, since she raised me.
Andy, Friesta, what does, actually, I should ask you directly, Del, what does doing contracts mean? I don't understand.
Business.
Um,
Business deals.
if you have, like, things that you want a lot, like power, wealth, and anything like that, that you don't think you can get on your own, you can, work with my mom and she'll cut a deal for you.
Warlocks, Tala.
Not always.
Sometimes. Easy.
Yes.
I'm kidding.
Think my
Okay.
cousin and how he's gonna sell his child for a devil, basically.
But rather than
He's gonna
devils and stuff, it's, water elementals and nice.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I don't think my
Both
mom
to
has
side.
ever accepted a kid that wasn't her own.
Ah, well, he's better than my cousin. Good. I'm glad we have some standards here. Good to have.
Yeah, but is that because the devil wanted to inhabit the body of the kid? It wasn't like he was gonna eat it, right? Eat the
Basically,
baby.
though. Like,
Consume the baby, consume the soul of the baby. Oh, okay. It was a long story. Okay. Do I have a charm thing to lend him? Hold on.
I do.
Yeah,
I didn't use mine fully. Or whichever, yeah.
Yeah, so I have this mass charm. I need it back.
Then why don't you hold on to it? Because I don't know what's going to happen to me. Because while a mask charm can help with the general populace, there are powerful things in Solaris that would still know who I am.
Gotcha. So like putting you in a dress wouldn't like, and putting makeup on you and stuff like that is probably not even gonna help.
A more physical disguise could probably help, because then I don't stick out if anything can see magic.
Oh, don't one of you guys have a disguise kit?
Yeah, Priest is very good at disguising. I don't know if it's waterproof.
Well,
We can definitely try.
then why don't we get up to one of the above portions of Solaris, and we can do this.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Do you want to go in the bag of holding while we do this? Like,
No, I think if we just stick to some of the more back alleyways, we'll be good. Just
oh, we'll only attract the worst part of it. Okay, great. Lovely. We'll only see the people who are in the back alleyways. Cool.
all right. So anyone who is going to try and sneak along with Dell, I'm gonna ask for a stealth roll.
Well, Freesta definitely has to, right?
With
Oh
32.
my gosh, 32? I don't think I should go. I'm gonna stay with Laforgy.
Africa is also going. He doesn't.
Oh crap! I don't want to be the only one. Okay, please. I'm gonna totally ruin this. I'm sorry. Yep,
Wait,
I knew
wait,
it.
wait. Can I give you? Can you?
Why did you wheel yourself?
Hey, you gotta push the button to talk. You can't do that. Oh,
I know. I don't
know.
like this. I
You
wanted to
can
give you
turn.
product before you did it, but
I mean, if you
Yeah,
don't like
I
push to
also.
talk, you can turn it off.
No, she just needs to practice. Unfortunately, I have to actually do it before I roll, so the wheel wouldn't have worked. It's
Wait,
besides Bardic is gonna be what? Just D1,
D10.
D12, D10.
D10.
Yeah, I don't. It's fine. I mean, we don't really need Dell, do we?
Jesus.
I
Should
mean,
I roll for Perry? Can I roll for Perry just because now Tala's now?
I thought Perry was dead. Did
No,
you bring
I
Perry
brought him
back?
back as an octopus. He was
Oh, gotcha.
something else. Oh, he was
He
a
was
crab.
a crab.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he died, and now he's an octopus, and he has 3 whole hit points, which is
Woo!
very exciting.
It's better than the one he usually has got.
Right.
All right. Yeah, roll for parry. All right. Dell's doing good. Dell's got a 28.
All right, we got 11 for Perry.
All right, and Lefrida has a 16.
Oh, I lied. We have a 13 for Perry.
I would just like to point out that Freesta did get a natural 20. That's gotta offset me, right?
It is a group roll, so that will take into account.
Thank you, Faye.
All right. So, as you're swimming and then pulling yourself up, you get a better look at Solaris around you. There are these coral towers, and arches of whalebone, floating causeways, all throughout, and you would notice sort of iridescent domes over the portions of the cities that are they seem to waver almost like bubbles. And you would notice that there are actual currents that move through the canals. It's not just still. The water fluctuates and moves. And as you are brought into an area underneath one of the awnings here, there are some foot traffic, but it is definitely not heavy foot traffic like you might expect in cities. It seems to be a little out of the way, perfect for some bits of disguise and trickeries.
Take the disguise kit out of the bag of holding, and I will get to work. And the
Hehe.
main goal is to make him look like handsome Squidward.
Okay.
I'm dismissing Perry when we're above ground, just as rule of thumb, because he's an octopus, and apparently they need water.
Okay. Go ahead, Freesta, roll for me a charisma check, and you can add your proficiency bonus.
I'm just going to roll deception because that's the charisma and I already has proficiency. That sucks.
So, It's not as chiseled and defined as handsome Squidward, but you definitely enhance Dell's more natural masculinity, and make them look very different.
Can I do a mustache? I
Yes,
sure have a fake mustache in here somewhere. Just like stick it on.
I don't like this.
You're not meant to, but you look different.
That's good. All right. So, you don't know where in Solaris you need to be. Do you have anything that I can work with?
Voices in my head. I have been quiet.
Okay.
Can you give us a tour?
Yes, I'm thinking just wandering around. Maybe something will happen.
Yeah.
We can definitely wander around. A tour is not gonna, like I said, Solaris changes a lot, so the districts aren't in the same place, and they probably aren't even the same as I remember them. Like, so the host of Solaris, Vidoris, is a being of change, and it it extends to the city itself. Solaris is change. You will never find something quite the same. Not alliances or anything like that. It's in flux.
I have a question, which is, how do you not get lost?
You just go with the flow.
Was that a pun? That sounded like a pun. Was that a pun?
It's a way of life here.
Don't make waves, Tala.
Okay, I should just follow you, yeah?
I mean, yeah.
Wait! Yeah, but okay. I obviously follow you. Unless you start running. Do we follow you if you start running? Yeah, we should follow you if you start running. Yeah, okay.
All right, then. Let's set out. And maybe we'll hear something, a voice, a rumor. So, as you follow Dell, now on some of the upper streets of Solaris, there are still aquatic figures that move through the causeways and canals, but is it a subway cookie?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, you take in the sights of the city, and it becomes more bustling the further you walk in. You hear the roaring of different waters as things speed up. There is the almost gentle rocking and swaying of the foundations that you float on. And all sorts of aquatic beings, some made entirely of water, others are more like Dell and have some physicality and mortal essence to them. Some are more fish-like. You'd see figures that look to be crustacean-esque, like lobsters and crabs, massive and hulking. Others you would see are like starfish with larger, and they have this translucent and starry skin. And then there's a shadow that passes over your group, and looking up, you see a massive sky whale flying over above. And um, and it's going to be a perception roll to see if you hear anything.
Seven.
Priesta, you hear the city. There's so many sounds that are going on here. Uh, but what Tala and Andy hear, is a few rumors, spread around. Someone from the outer sex said they saw Lady Asara's child. Well, a child returning. That is quite auspicious timing with everything going on with the memory pearls, don't you think? You don't think that it is? It could be. That is what Tala and Andy would hear. They don't seem to notice amongst your group the disguised Dell, but it does seem that that is who is being talked of.
Hey, friend. I'm gonna lean over to Dell. Is there some prophecy that might be interesting to know about?
Um, why do you ask?
No reason. Perhaps maybe we just heard some rumors. That sounds like there's some kind of prophecy that might be interesting to know about. Relating to a certain someone right in front of me.
I don't know any prophecies about myself. I mean, I could ask my mom. Their memory pearls can hold prophecies within them, but I don't know of any that have anything about me.
Can I insight check this guy?
Yeah, roll an insight check. Dell speaks true that they don't know any prophecies that involve them. Well, if you're concerned, maybe we go find my mom, and maybe we can ask my mom about the voices that you're hearing.
Might be a good idea. Yeah. You know where she might be?
I remember what the shop looks like, yeah.
Okay. Sure. What could go wrong?
Like I said, things change around here, so it might not be in the same place, but I know what it looks like. Though I might have to remove the lovely disguise you've given me once we get to the shop.
Wow. All that work for nothing.
Well, it got us this far, and I am very grateful for that.
Cool.
Do you want your mustache back?
Yes, please.
Okay.
First if it's on.
As you travel, Lefriga kind of just has been scanning the entirety of this. He has been very much on alert, not letting anything kind of pass him, his eye at least. And as you find your way through the shifting city, the portion that you get to seems a little calmer than the area you just left. And Andy and Tala, the two of you would hear another whispering between some of the people. And what you hear is a concern that Vidoris has grown silent, and that the city does not shift or groan as it should in areas. That stillness is settled and spreading.
Uh, yo, friend. Oh gosh. Yo, friend. Vidoris is the like patron saint of the city.
The host, and if you're talking about what was just spoken at, I heard some of it. The stillness.
Hmm.
I don't like hearing that.
And you don't, since you haven't been here for a while, maybe you hadn't heard about it, but you don't know anything
There have
about why
been
that might.
at some points fluxes, small dips, but it wouldn't completely settle, just become calmer, and it could just be that.
Right. Okay.
It's a little more fraught with tension the rest of your walk. Things do not seem to be as comfortable for Dell now. But you are led to an area with this very grand, almost palatial building with columns and curved architecture, very fluid looking. And as Dell stands there, looking up, this is the shop.
Great. Shop. Air quotes.
And Dell will just take a sleeve of their outfit and wipe off the makeup.
I take 1 point of psychic damage.
Not a cleansing balm in sight, but
Grace is like holding like makeup wipes in her hand and then watches that and just like, oh, Okay. I'm sorry.
I imagine Dell is the kind of guy that uses like the 3-in-1 to help wash his face, and somehow he ends up with great skin. They end up with great skin.
Yes.
It's just magic and who knows what. But as you follow Dell up the set of stairs into this building, he will, or they will call out, "Mom, I'm home." And then you see a shifting of opalescent waters that begin to create this inverted cyclone as it travels upwards and then splashes down, and standing there is this figure, scaled with like one might see upon a fish, fluid in the way that she dresses. In fact, it looks like her robes are made of water that are constantly dripping and falling. Her hair is coiled up, and you can see pinned with different pearls and shells. And my little deluge, oh, you are home! And she will just sort of lean down and like smush Dell's cheeks and place like kisses all along his face and cheeks. And you brought friends. You never bring home friends. I am the opalescent coil, Lady Asra.
Lovely to meet you. My name's Feasta. I give a little curtsy.
Wow. I'm Andy Quickfoot of the half Quickfoot family drummers on West Hill, and yeah, I'll give a little bow.
I'm Tala. Hello.
Africa. What brings you home, Deluge? I was in the area, and these fine people saved me, and they needed to get to Solaris, so I brought them here. Business in Solaris, that is very exciting, especially for outsiders. Tell me, what sort of business?
I'm looking at Freesta.
Not entirely sure yet. Long story short, I heard a voice in my head. Felt like it was coming from a portal to this realm, calling my name. We went through the portal. I felt as if it was coming from the city. Alas, here we are.
I've always heard of cities calling people before. In different contexts, usually. They are contracted clients of mine. But hearing voices in your head is nothing new. So no need to be worried.
What?
And for no reason at all. As outsiders, you've not had any issues in the city, have you?
No.
Very good, very good.
Oh.
I'd hate for any friends of Deluge to be harassed.
By what?
Oh, well, there's been a little bit of a mishap recently, and very speculative people out there, and with you being outsiders, that may be enough a reason for them to point fingers at you, or also being with Deluge could also put you as a bit of a target.
Great. I'm so excited to meet these people.
Well, don't worry. They are misguided. Deluge has nothing to do with it, and friends of Deluge, I think, would also be exempt from any sort of personal suspicions. But you can't control the masses. Mom, instead of sort of talking around the situation, could you maybe let us know what it is that we should be worried about? Well, how do I put this? I've lost a bit of stock. And it wasn't simply misplaced or anything. There was a bit of a break-in, and some of the memory pearls were stolen, particularly ones that were centered around the frieze. And, well, there are talks that perhaps you might be involved in that, which isn't true, darling. You know that it isn't true. But people talk.
Did you say the freeze?
Yes, I do keep a sort of organizational system, and there are many pearls that cover different sorts of weapon patterns, and this one dealt with the freeze.
To elaborate a little bit more on what that
Yeah.
is, if you don't mind. I promise it's relevant.
Well, any sort of frozen natures would constitute this. The first frost of a winter time would constitute as part of the freeze, though on the more lesser end of it. But there are, of course, other things such as blizzards, and there was one pearl that had a lovely battle between wizards, and one of them was caught in a massive freezing spell. But I don't know which particular pearls had been taken, just that they were part of the freeze. So it could have been one of the blizzards or any sort of situation around that.
Well, that ties a lot into what I am currently traveling and researching. If you don't mind, we're happy to try and help you get them back. I guess it would help both of us.
Would be very, very wonderful if you could do that. I, of course, am not going to formally request you, as you are, of course, friends of Dell. I don't want to put you to work, but if you find it within your hearts to do so, I could perhaps make it worth your while.
Sounds interesting. I mean, we wouldn't mind. I'd like to stay in the city for a while anyways and hope that the voices come back so I can, sort of see where that goes. So while we're here, might as well help.
is a lovely idea. And while you're in the city, I could perhaps make a few conversations and talks around if you are needing a place to stay. I am quite influential.
We'd appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Then I will. Oh, you've got a question.
I have a question. I've been learning from Tala about this whole raising hand situation. Um, I would love to learn more about your memory magics. If we could wrap that into our activities as we are helping you with finding them, if possible. Anyway, just want to put that out there.
I'll just see what I can do about that. It's more innate. It's not really something that is taught. But perhaps I can craft something for you. Perhaps. No promises, darling.
For sure, for sure. I have some learned memory magic, so I'm curious about the differences in effects or whatever between your style and book learning, if it were. So, anyway.
Well, if you have no more questions, feel free to hang about here. And the lady snaps her finger, and a full table full of hors d'oeuvres and snacks and everything appears right in the center. Refresh yourselves. I'll go talking around, seeing if I can settle up a affordable stay for you while you're here.
You.
Does she leave?
With a splash, yes.
Okay. So I've been a little distracted because of their like things and the moving things and whatever, just to to make sure that I'm okay. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and help her find the missing pearls, the mine thing. Okay. Um, the freeze that she's talking about, is it the same freeze that you're looking for? Yeah.
Well,
No.
it's just specifically memories relating to stuff that's, I don't know how to explain it. The general vibe. So there might be something there that is related to what I experienced.
Would she let us actually view the memories?
I don't see why she wouldn't. She's been very helpful thus far.
Because that would help you, right?
It would.
Okay.
I did mention that it is similar to what I am researching, therefore
Okay.
finding these memory pearls is helping me as much as it is helping her.
Would it be too forward of me to ask if that's okay when she comes back? Like to or you don't want to mention it? Maybe we can try to look at it without her knowing.
I don't think we need to go behind her back. I don't think it should be an issue, but if you'd like to ask just in case.
Yeah. Just be clear, right? Because you know how like my mind goes and then it just silly things. Okay. Okay. This. Oh, hi.
Just
I forgot you were here, Del. Sorry.
as someone who's been around memory pearls their entire life, they don't hold all the answers. They're like captured moments.
Yeah, but it's better than nothing. Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah. I mean, it can't hurt us, right? Can it hurt us?
Emotionally, maybe.
It could deal emotional damage. Oh my
I'm
god.
used to that, it's fine. It's also,
Yeah,
it's
that's
got to
very
be
true.
related, right?
Yeah, it's
Memory
gotta be.
pearls related to the flea is being stolen at the same time that I'm hearing voices.
Oh yeah. Let's do
It's our
this. I
biggest
am
lead
ready.
thus far.
What's the
Well, let's
food?
eat first.
Yeah. What's the food? What kind of food is there?
It's all sorts of like finger foods, hors d'oeuvres, snacks. So you've got little cucumber sandwiches, little skewers that have cubes of meat upon them, small vegetables that you can just pop into your mouth, fruits, all sorts of just small little pickings.
And are these like vegetables and fruits that I have never seen before? Because I mean, this is a whole new realm, right?
Not all of them. Some of them are familiar, and then some of them are not. Everything that can be crafted and made with a heavily wet environment is what is present.
Oh, fantastic! Kelp and seaweed. Sea cucumber. No, sea cucumbers are really not
They're-
vegetables, is it?
No, they're
Anyway,
creatures.
yeah, blah, 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 blah.
So there
Oh, the
probably are
vegetarians and the yeah.
sea cucumbers on the table.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah,
Are
I'm
you looking
excited.
to join us for the adventure?
I mean, I can. I don't see why I shouldn't.
You'll add a nice, dimension to the group, as in like, ooh, will Dell be recognized here? Let's find out. I think that'd be a fun game to play. We can put that on our bingo cards.
The answer is likely yes.
Perfect. Good.
It'd be a great distraction if we need to get somewhere.
Probably.
If you're comfortable with that.
I mean, it's not that I'm uncomfortable. It's just that I'd rather not deal with the stress and craziness of being my mother's child.
Understandable.
But you were right before. She is genuinely someone that wants to help in her own ways. She has her own agendas and things like that that she moves toward, but she's not bad.
She seems lovely.
Well, hopefully whatever strings she pulls gets us in the area that is well suited for our group. Lefrega says as he pops one of the skewers into his mouth and pulls it out.
Where do we even start in this investigation?
Perhaps more rumors.
Or the scene of the crime.
I think the scene of the crime.
We're at the scene of the crime.
Really? In this room? With
Well,
these nice
not
buffet tables?
specifically this room, but this
Ah.
store, yeah.
Well, yes, but like we gotta go to like the specific storage room, jar, whatever.
Yeah, work backwards. See what kind of exits there are, how they would have gotten in, how they would have gotten out, if there's any evidence left behind.
Right. Crumbs, so to speak.
Blood.
Blood. Broken.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Hold on, I've got a sticker for this.
Show me the sticker.
Right.
What are you saying, Andy?
Scene of the crime. That's it. We should go there. Yep.
This is 115, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
I
Great.
hope so.
I put that in on the first one, and I hope that it's correct now because I can't really remember, but I think that's right. Um, uh, yeah, I think it'd be best to wait until my mom gets back, just to, let her know we're going back there. So, um, while you wait for the Lady Asera to return, are there any other questions or comments that you ask of Dell regarding their mother?
No, but do you have a jar that I could use to carry Perry around? Like, just
Uh,
like a water holding vessel?
yeah, I might be able to find that. Wait here with the food, and I'll be right back.
Don't get lost.
In this place, never.
Okay, we gotta swap out. Andy gets kidnapped to Dell gets kidnapped. On the bingo.
He's so going to get kidnapped. It looks like it was a thrill to follow.
Well, that would be useful though. Then we know exactly where to go, right? So.
Exactly.
Andy, you know how you can actually look on people? They're not there. Okay. Do you need something of his to make it easier for you to do that, or is knowing that person enough? Like, do you need to his hair, like some of his hair? Push to talk.
I don't like this. Yeah, something like that would be helpful. And this requires 2 hands, which is irritating. Another thing though is I think I have locate object.
Yeah, but that's only like 1,000 feet or something.
Right. Oh, I do have
Let's
locate
see
creature.
if I can stab him.
Okay,
And I can,
doesn't matter.
know the direction he's always in. But I need to ask very nicely.
Right.
Let me ask first and have him volunteer to give us something of his. Like his clothing or his like possession or like his body part. Which is better?
Maybe we can just
Did I
ask
hear
him for a
body
bit of
part?
his hair.
I think
Lock and nails.
I could just ask, hey, in case you get kidnapped, which seems likely, could I just have a bit of a nail or something real quick? Also, I might cast a spell to locate you if and when you get kidnapped. We've just been through this before, and it would just be quicker if we got this done now.
Yeah, it's everything's gotta be fine. Yeah, consent is important, right? Okay. Okay.
Dell returns shortly and has a fairly sizable jar with them. And it already has some water within it as well as a nice screw on top.
Oh, what a pal! This is like, what is it with Pirates of the Caribbean? He had Jack had a jar of dirt. I'll just
Yeah.
have a jar.
I hear janitor. But the good news is because the octopus can actually open the lids, unscrew the lids. If Perry needs to get out, he can do it himself, which is fantastic. Del, we have decided that most likely there's a like 100% chance that you're gonna get kidnapped. Um, and it would be better for us to find you and to rescue you if we had something that belongs to you, like that's attached to you. Will you give us like something that can we have something of you so we can just locate you faster?
Firstly, I want to know why you think that I would be kidnapped.
Because the way the how do I put this in a way that
Look,
puts
we
blame on you and not on us?
we've been through this before. Was one of us has been kidnapped. It's been a pain in the butt to like go get him. And so given that people tend to either hate or love you, perhaps that's likely to happen. So
Yeah, so give us a body part.
You don't have to. We can do this other ways as well, but like, it might be expeditious to.
Yeah, I mean, do you have scales? Do you have? Somebody mentioned a nail, like
Or, like,
do you-
hair.
like hair, something.
Could I give you a necklace?
Would that work?
That
Andy?
seems rather precious. It would work, but like that also seems kind of precious to you. We don't want to.
It's not really. It's just something that I've worn for a while, but it's not like it's got terribly much sentimental value.
Oh yeah, let's take that. Yeah, we'll take it.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I'd rather not have to, like, take a nail off or anything like that. And
Just like a shaving. Like
hair?
this is
my hair
bad.
is kind of watery.
Right.
That doesn't
Well, we have
matter.
a jar now. We can put like a little bit of something.
Let's
like-
just keep this easy, and they take off one of their
Alright,
necklaces.
I'll give this back to you after we rescue you.
Um,
We gotta totally forget it.
um,
So say goodbye to the necklace. Okay.
Remember.
Thank you, Del. I appreciate
no, it's fine.
it. Watch someone else be tracking that necklace and then come after us later. That would be good. Okay, great. Gracias. Yep.
It's either that or me stabbing you, so I think we went the easier route.
Yeah, I think so too.
Only lightly.
All right.
Wow, we are a violent group, aren't we?
No, fine.
Okay. All right, let's go. Two things.
All right.
Wait for Thingway to get back so we can ask if we can investigate the place with the memory purse.
Right.
It is just about this time that once more the very large swirling of opalescent waters comes in and splashes down, revealing Lady Asera. It seems that wherever she goes, there is a dramatic entrance.
Give a round of applause.
Thank you. So I have talked around, and one of my associates, we'll call him, has agreed for a discounted room price at their establishment.
Lovely. How much?
Typically, you'd be looking at... God dang it, Ridian.
That's what we all thought, let's be honest. Thanks, Red, for saying what we're all thinking.
Normally, a room here would be on the order of 3 gold a night, but I have been able to knock it down to a 1 gold a night for as many rooms as you require.
I have a question. Since we're doing this favor for you, on your behalf, like, are we getting paid? If we're not getting paid, could you take care of the rooms and the food?
Carla, we have more than enough.
Totally.
It is fine. We are doing this
we
out
are
of the
very
goodness
grateful.
of our heart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please disregard what I said. By the way, I'm an idiot. If you haven't figured that out
No.
already.
She's
So I
Tala's a
apologize
learning-
for. Yes. I apologize for my rudeness.
The sort of waters that had stilled on the robe go back to their normal flowing as the lady gives a smile. Doesn't quite reach her eyes. Well, you are, of course, still friends of Deluge, so you'll be able to head over to my associate establishment. It's called the Quaking Lily. And just mentioned that you are the figures that Lady Asara was talking about.
That's fantastic. May I ask for another question? Um, Once we recovered the memory pearls, can we look at the one that is associated with the freezing thing for uh, for our research?
Most all of them are associated with the freeze. If you are searching for a particular one, I might be able to assist.
That is so fantastic. You're so generous. And by the way, that was a fantastic entrance. I'm gonna shut up now.
Were there any other
Really do appreciate it.
questions?
To help our investigation for the memory pearls, we're hoping you would allow us access to where the memory pearls are stored. We're hoping to kind of work backwards, sort of see where they might have exited from and where they might have went from there. Also, in case they left any evidence behind.
Roll a persuasion check.
Do you
Tala,
want real? Yeah, yeah.
30-20.
She thinks for a moment. Well, that does make a lot of sense. Just take Deluge with you, so that way, you... Not that I don't trust you. You are friends of Deluge, after all. But I'd rather not deal with another situation, you understand?
Yes, of course, that's very understandable. Take any precautions you need. We just think this is going to be the best way to get the memory pearls back.
Yes. Well, I do have a business meeting I must make my way to, but you all are welcome to the storage room. Deluge can show you the way, and I do hope that you can help me. And she splashes down.
Tala, what
Oh.
the fuck?
Sorry. I don't know. It just came out of my mouth.
It was so stressful. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Everything's fine.
Sorry.
You're
Okay.
fine. We're all
Right.
fine.
Okay.
So, the storage room. Look over at Dill.
Dell is kind of getting over the shock of the situation that just happened. And as they take a few breaths, yeah, the storage room. For sure.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
So that kind of thing sometimes happens. Andy gives me a very clear signal not to go any further, which she usually taps on my knee. If you want to do something similar, Dal, if I miss your cue, just, you know.
I don't know that there was a cue I could have given, because that just, like, my mom appeared and then you just started saying that.
Yeah. Yeah, I should stop talking.
Maybe just, think a little bit more than just let it, because you said it, like, your mouth just opened and you started saying things, so maybe we just pause and do we really say this before, you let your mouth continue?
Okay, I will practice that.
So, this is sort of like a walk and talk, as Dell will lead you to these very ornamental double doors, and they seem to be made, or at least have a metal lining, and as it is
There's a
pushed,
metal lining in a water environment? Whoever did that was not the smartest person.
the store is above ground in the air.
Ah, but
The
still
floating.
the moisture. Right. I get it. I see where you're going.
Not all
I
metal
don't know what's coming out of
rusts.
my mouth. Seriously, I don't know what's coming out of my mouth. Please ignore me. Continue on.
So as Dell opens up one of the doors, the room is dark. Like there are no light fixtures, except there is light here. The memory pearls, these orbs, glow dimly, and there are lots of them.
Do they have like labels?
The shelves have labels that are on them. However, I don't think you can read the language that they're in. Not without magic, at least. But let me double check on the languages that you know. Yeah, no. Andy, you do not recognize the language. Tala does not recognize the language. And Freesta does not recognize the language.
It's the Alcuin dialect of Primordial.
It is.
Dell, can you translate?
Yeah. What, we want to go right towards the freeze area, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah, follow me. So, yes, go right ahead.
So I'm trying not to touch the pearls that are on the shelves as we're walking by. Is anybody like paying attention to me?
Yes, I'm paying close attention to Tala
God
after.
damn it!
Lefraga
Okay.
is also paying attention. Lefraga is like sentry of the group.
So yeah, he should be. Full-time job.
Priest is looking more down, seeing if there's anything that was left behind by the people that stole.
So far, you don't see anything. But as you come to the area that Dell tells you is labeled the freeze, it is a lot dimmer than the other areas, as most of the pearls of this section have been taken. There are a few that remain, but definitely not as plentiful. So, I will ask for investigation checks. If you do not have dark vision, you will be at disadvantage because this is dim light.
Can I do dancing lights?
I believe dancing lights also is dim light.
You said investigation, right?
Yes.
Damn.
Andy, can I give you a wheel?
Wait, hold on. It is dim light, but can I do bonfire instead if the stuff isn't wood?
Yeah, if you wanna make a bonfire, go for it.
Andy,
If there's
please
like a
don't.
Can I would it be safe though?
How
Like,
big is it?
it's a 5-foot cube.
If you need light, Lefraga will say, I could help.
You have bonfire as well.
No, I have a tinderbox and a torch.
Same, I was about to take one out the bag of holding.
No, it's fine. I'll just do disadvantage with my dim lights.
I'm gonna give you a
That's fine.
wheel.
I take out the torch and I light the torch.
Alright, so because the torch is now active, Lefragel will reach over and hold it so that way you've got more hands for investigation. I can't hear you without your push to talk.
It just takes a little while. Keep
I
on
don't like
going.
this. I put the jar of Perry down, and I take a torch. Thanks. Yeah.
So
Do you want me to carry Perry?
No, it's fine. I'll pick him up in a second. He's kind of heavy.
Okay. Okay.
you need like a
Could use
baby
my
Bjorn.
thing to make it into like a.
I
was
do.
thinking.
Yeah, like with wheels. Just wheel him around.
Oh no, I was
Or one of
thinking
those-
the Bjorn where it's like you wear it on.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have Perry right there.
That's great. Okay, future stuff. Yeah.
So, do. As you're looking around, the one thing that you're all able to see is that the job here was very much a sort of smash and grab, less smash, more grabbing. But whoever was here was quickly grabbing things. It wasn't like they were cultivating their selections. It was grab what you can and get out of here.
Okay, I have a weird question. Like, it looks like they just grabbed what they needed to do, right? Like you said. But if you were gonna just grab random, like, why didn't they come? I mean, didn't they want to grab other stuff too? But why just freeze? Is that
Yeah,
weird?
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, good question.
Got to
Because
be
if
more
they-
important memories than.
Yeah. So, okay, I mean, obviously they came here for specific, but maybe not a specific memory. They just wanted to. Did they grab all of them or just?
No, there are a few that are left, but most of the section has been taken.
Yeah, and if I was wanted, from the memories of the freeze, wouldn't I want to grab all of them? So it's almost like the person maybe hired out to say, "Hey, grab them," and the person who went to steal things didn't do a very good job. I give them like 2 out of 5 rating.
Or maybe they were
Ouch.
trying to get all of them, but they were about to get caught, so they had to leave last minute.
Oh, very good point.
Yeah,
3 out of 5.
I would worry that whoever was here was specific for freeze, but not for anything, because memory pearls aren't just memories, they're prophecies, they're contracts, they're blips in time. So they probably weren't going through and trying to discern which pearls were which. They were just taking what they could, and maybe they were almost
Hoping
about
for
to
the
get
best.
cost.
Would I be able to look at one of the freeze pearls that's been left?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd know how to, view the memory from it, but I'm just going to look at it.
It is almost like it's pearlescent in the base. It's not quite fully circular, and there is this sort of sheen around it. And then there's the glow that radiates outward. And it almost looks like the sun rays that seep in from the ocean that expand out from the pearl.
I make any sort of check to see if I could get the memory from it.
As you,
Or do I believe it's fully out of my reach?
I mean, physically you can pick it up and reach it. But As you look over, it's completely foreign to you how you might try and access the memory.
Does Dell, do you know how to do this?
Not really, no. I've got some magic from my mother, but the memory thing is not really my specialty.
Okay, I have 2 or 3 spells that we could try. One, encode thoughts, which I don't think will work on a memory pearl. 2, we can put it in my drum. And 3, I could do a spell on it, but I'd rather not do the spell.
Say we leave it. If we get the pearls back, then we're going to
Okay.
get help looking at them anyways. I was just
Okay.
looking because I was curious.
Yeah,
Alright, sounds good.
I'm worried that whatever you're putting into a drum thing could damage the actual memory pearl.
No. No, that's highly likely. Yeah. Oh, but do you want to see my drum? It's a water drum, and I'll pull it out without him, like without Dell having any say in the matter. Look, it's water, and it jiggles.
That's actually really cool.
Ah, right?
And it
It's
sounds like a drum?
Yeah, I can play on it and stuff. It's wild.
It's really cool.
Ah,
I
thanks.
think if you there's a few taverns that are here in the city that would get a real kick out of that.
If we have any downtime, or if we want to attract attention, I am happy to do that.
So, Andy, with your investigation roll being so high thanks to Tala's wheel, you would find a torn piece of paper that is underneath the shelving. Just barely, it looks like whenever who was here left, it got kicked underneath it. And the paper that you, yeah, the paper that you have, is it says to report to the silent with your retrieval.
Stupid push to talk. Okay, cool. I'm like reading this or whatever with my torch. Yo, Dell, what's the silent? Quotes.
I don't know. I've not heard of that before. Could be some sort of secret organization. You might be able to ask around.
At a tavern, maybe.
Tavern, alleyways. I could probably even. Well, you guys have water breathing on right now as well. We could probably go under the city and see if there's anything down there as well.
Lefago, you don't know anything about this realm, do you?
No specifics. I was not. I was not on any sort of missions here. Again,
Right.
Western Shield mainly.
Mm-hmm.
Mortalis.
Understood. Okay. The silent.
Can you
Could
do
you
ascending?
send the text? Sorry, in the chat, Faye. Thanks.
Can you do a sending over to Lady Marmalade and say, to you, have you heard of Silent?
Which lady? We got like 10 of them. A store? A star?
Mama? Mama?
My mom's in a business meeting right now. I don't think it'd be good
Oh yeah,
to...
let's not do
Yeah.
that. Don't do that.
Yeah, yeah. I think we can investigate. We can see what's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah,
here.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's go to some seedy place. I will follow your lead, Del, wherever you think we should go. Or, that would be my feeling. Just go wherever you think. Since you at least know something about this place.
Well, we can always go to the Quaking Lily. They've got an open floor, and then we can secure the rooms as well.
Smart.
And with that, Dell will lead you from the back room, the stock room, close the door to the memory pearls, and your group is able to set out towards the Quaking Lily. And I'm going to call for a quick break here, and we'll be back in 5-ish or so minutes. Alrighty. So, the Quaking Lily. Walking through Solaris towards the destination, having been made aware of the sort of quiet, the stillness that seems to have taken parts of Solaris and is spreading, you're picking up on some, perhaps more of the stillnesses, areas that are quiet. But the Quaking Lily, once you cross the doors, is anything but. There are plenty of people eating, drinking, laughing, singing, dancing. And currently on stage is one of those starfish-like figures, translucent, starry skin, and you feel as you're stepping in a presence sort of seep into your mind, and you would hear the ethereal singing echoing through your mind through their more psionic and psychic linkings.
Wow. Wild. Huh. Cool. So the vibes are very upbeat and like happy, right?
Very upbeat, for sure.
Cool. Should we just get a table and listen around? Ask a barkeep? What's the vibes?
Well, we could get our room settled by heading up to the barkeep.
Can get our room settled and ask if he's heard anything in the same conversation.
Yeah.
What is it we were told again? It was just the 1 gold and we have it like per night and it's for as many rooms as we'd like, or is it 1 gold per room?
1 gold per room, as many rooms as you like, is the rate that you have been given, where normally it's 3 gold.
Cool. How many rooms do we want?
I can save space and just use my bottle, so
Right. Forgot about that.
I can't hear you, Red.
Yeah, me neither.
I feel like I probably shouldn't be left alone.
True.
Let's just get one room. I don't know if Leffigo wants to share. We can get 2 rooms.
I've shared before, so
Cool. Just as for whatever the biggest room is.
as you make your way to the barkeep, you can see him sort of wiping down, and he looks up. Well, how do you do? Name's Koharith. Can I get you anything? Drink? Mood?
Yeah. We are friends of I'll kind of lean in. Lady Star, and she said we could get some rooms, but we'll also come back down for like food and drink and merriment. So,
Yes, the group, and looks around, eyes on Dell for a moment, and so, how many rooms am I getting you?
The one
Oh.
is fine.
What?
But the biggest room that would fit all of us.
You can see in his eyes the regret of the deal he's made, but he nods with a smile. Of course, yeah. He will pass you the key to that room. Top floor, it's yours.
It's amazing. Thank you so much. I think. How long do you think we're going to be staying here? I asked the group.
Like, at least a night or two, at least 2 nights, probably. Oh.
Cool. I'm just going to give 3 gold and just. Can we just prepay for just like 3 nights?
Yeah, yeah. And if you need more, you know where to pay.
Absolutely. Again, thank you so much.
And Koharth nods, and we'll go back to cleaning up the bar.
Great. Should we go up and see what's what and then come back down? Okay.
So, top floor room, there's one large room. A few small tables, like coffee tables, low to the ground, are present. There's no beds, but there are plenty of sleeping mats that can be placed around to rest upon. Pillows and blankets, both thin and thick. A few bookshelves.
Simplistic.
All right. Well, that took 2 seconds to see what everything was. All right. Cool.
So exciting.
Go back down.
Uh, in the brief time it took for you to go up and place down any belongings you don't want to trek around with you, the environment below has not changed.
Andy, you're the most charismatic. If you would like to ask the barkeep if there's any information about whatever the fuck it was, the silence.
Sure. I'll go up and try and actually can I get a insight of like the room if there might be someone else in addition to the barkeep who might have information who's not like drunk or like anything else.
Give me a insight check. Uh, Hard to say since you don't know what the silent is, whether it is a group, a person, or something else. But there are a few shady figures, sort of at the edges of the, not in a group. They're singular figures that each have their own sort of vibes. At the edge of the merriment, either having a meal or slowly drinking a tankard.
Lord. Okay. I'll go up to the barkeep. Could I get we'll just do 5 drinks, whatever's most popular, and I'll
Sure
give him
thing.
a gold for all of them,
All right.
knowing that that's probably too much.
He'll gladly take it, and pour 5 tankards, and you are given what seems to be some sort of ale, though it does have a sort of brine-like aftertaste. It sort of sits on the tongue.
Thank you very much. Um, and it's just kind of lean back on the bar, and like I'll pass them out, and if people don't want them, I'll drink them. But like lean back on the bar and kind of look out and go, anything? Well, it's this lovely reception we've gotten here. Anything happening? Any gossip? Any news? I know there's some kind of like change, not change happening. Any any fun stories?
Oh, yeah, the stillness. People talking about perhaps it being a seasonal flux, but others are talking about some sort of sabotage against Fedoris. He leans in. There's actually been a portion of the city that's been frozen with ice.
No shit. Really? Wow. We have like an ice expert with us. Maybe we should pop down and see what kind of ice.
Yeah, it's definitely not natural.
Awesome. That's fun. Is this like in the lower? This is in the underwater portions, I'm guessing.
No, it's if you continue going further, I guess north currently, uh, that one's not been changing at all.
It's fun. Um, I hear there's like a lot of like quiet parts of the city. Is there any like silent like a term that is ever used here?
Not really, no. But more recently, since that stillness comes up, but usually the city's always moving, always talking. Even if it's not people, the city itself, it's never quiet.
So never silent. No one's ever like stops talking here.
More metaphor than true, but
It's fun. Say, what do you know about the I want to say the patron, but it's not the patron. The virtue,
the host, Fedoris?
the host. Thank you. That's the word. Apologies. I'm getting used to this. Yeah, is there like a counterpart to the host? Question.
Not really. The host is sort of the middle. We've got three titans. Don't know if you're familiar with them. But there's Minorveros. He's father of rain, torrential rain. Zarvana, mother of cold. And then the host, Fedoris. Um, the host of churning water.
Interesting. Huh. So all of those are kind of moving water situations. Well, Mother of Cold is maybe not less so. Is the Mother of Cold like ice as well? Or just like temperature? Or like more metaphysical, like cold shoulder situation?
Yes. She's the Titan. Her domain is all that fall under it. Similar to deities, I'd guess, but more linked to their creations.
That's fun. Are there like temples to these people?
Potentially, but they're not really. I wouldn't say that they're really revered, but I mean, if you go searching, you'll probably find one.
Interesting. Like, and there's no, is there any connection between, it just seems curious to me that there's suddenly frozen sections of the city and there's like a Mother of Cold situation happening. Any link, or is this just
I mean, there's a link between cold and the mother, but that doesn't really necessitate direct link. I mean, it could just be malactors utilizing magics. Who knows?
Malactors? Who would be malacting in this fine city? That seems kind of unfortunate. Say, do you get any like troublesome figures around here?
Oh,
I'm curious.
most definitely. What tavern doesn't?
That's fair. I guess I confess I used to be a very kitty malefactor in my hometown, but I digress. I'm asking about your city.
You got your normal type of ruffians around here, but most of the patrons here, they respect the establishment enough to see those figures out the door before any true damages can be done.
Understandable, although that kind of diminishes the drama, I would say, but I don't own the place, so I can see why you might not want those folks around. Say if I wanted to meet them to cause some drama. I'm sorry, I'm a bard. I love causing drama. Where might I go? If not, in theory. Not that I'll do this.
There's some seedier parts of Undercity that definitely you'll find some troublemakers down there.
I'll just wander around, I guess. Is there any like
That's really the easiest way. With everything moving for the most part, they're likely to find you if you don't know exactly what you're looking for.
that's good to know. Cool. You just find us. That's helpful actually. If I were to want to cause some drama.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have to put up a fight for your coin purse, but trouble will find you.
Sounds good. My pet octopus here, he steals it all the time. It's kind of a problem. So I don't even know where it is most of the time. So we're chilling. Great. Well, thanks for the. What do you call this? Like the tankard stuff.
Call it a house specialty.
That's suitably vague and not helpful. Great. Awesome. Thank you so much. It's interesting. I've never had something quite like it.
And he just gives a chuckle and a wink.
Oh, now I'm concerned about what I'm drinking, but that's okay. I've drunk worse stuff, I'm sure. Well, I'll let you get back to your barkeeping. I'm sure there's lots of non-malefactors who want your attention. So.
Well, if you want another round, just get my attention.
Will do. Sounds good. Turn to everyone else. So, no idea about this person we're trying to find. But I learned a lot of other stuff. So,
Like,
it kind of sounds like trouble will find us. Um, so, if we want to find seedy people, I mean, there's a few people in the corners we could go and try to talk to. But, yeah, oh, and there's a frozen quarter, which might be interesting, given the memory pearls about freezing and this frozen stuff.
might
So,
be.
yeah.
Kind of lead with that one, Andy. What the fuck?
I kind of forgot. We talked about it like first, and there's like 2 other conversations in there. So,
Okay, where is
Yeah.
the frozen part of the city?
over there, and I got directions. At the point north, I guess. Wherever
Cool,
north is.
let's go.
Okay, wait. Glug, glug, glug.
So, yeah, you're able to head northward and make it to a area that is it's quiet is the first thing you notice. There's no sound of the waves. There's No chattering of people. There's not even the sound of wind moving. And it is cold. The waters are frozen. There is a sheen of ice over the walkways. Frost clings to the buildings.
Any people?
You don't see any.
I start going up to buildings and like wiping the frost off the windows and trying to look inside.
Looking in, you would notice that the buildings are empty. But they do not seem to be frozen inside, just evacuated.
Does it seem messy, like they were evacuated in a hurry?
It doesn't seem like grab and go kind of messy. There is the expected mess of a lived-in dwelling, but so if it was quick, it wasn't in like an immediate evacuation.
Try and look around, see if there's any like footprints, see if anyone was like traveling through here recently, where they might have gone.
Survival check.
Tala? Oh, Tala's
Yeah, I do it.
Will.
I do wheel.
It's really helpful.
Okay, that's 22.
As you look around, you would notice that there is some footprints here, denoting traffic, though they don't seem to be fresh. It's been a few days since they've been here, and it's more than one figure, and they seem to have been walking around the area. Like, it wasn't just a go one place kind of situation. Like, they were walking around this place like it was a active part of the city.
Yeah, I share that.
We follow the footsteps for a little bit, see if there's anywhere interesting they might have went to on their little patrol.
It's hard to discern a direction of a singular set. Again, like, this is more than one people just kind of walking around, but there are plenty of footsteps that just stop at the edge of the canal, as if they were facing the water for some reason.
Facing a what?
Facing the canal, facing the water.
The water's fully frozen, right?
Correct.
I'm going to step onto the water and try and peer down, see if there's anything underneath.
Give me a perception check.
It's a 14.
Can't quite see anything through the thick ice.
Want some help? What are you doing over there?
I'm seeing if there's anything under. All the footsteps lead to the water.
Well, a great deal of them stop at the water's edge.
Most of them. A few of them. Does
Can I
anyone have
join?
any fire spells?
Yes. Do you need them? Well,
We could burn through the ice a little bit.
I could. I could.
I can't hear you. You got your push to talk on. Just take it off!
I'm trying a new thing. Okay.
You
Please
speak
say
with
you
your
think, like-
hands. Take it off.
I know, and I'm typing when I'm talking half the time too. Okay. Please to step aside, just like 5 feet, maybe 6 feet, and then on fire in the middle of where she was standing, with very dramatic hand movements.
I want to check something here real quick. Okay. As you cast this spell and the bonfire erupts, the top layer of this thick ice begins to melt slowly.
Get any easier to see down?
It does. Towards the end of the minute that bonfire lasts for, and it's just mostly dark water down there. Go ahead, roll for me another perception roll. Yeah, you're only seeing the dark waters.
Andy, do you want to use your thingy to?
The octopus.
No, that thingy that kind of shows you what's going on, like what happened. You know, is it your drum, your mirror? I can't
Oh.
remember which one.
The mirror.
The mirror. Yeah, I could also. Are we at like the water, or is we still have like ice between us and water?
It's like thick ice. The bonfire has only like taken off like a top layer. Your bonfire only lasts for a minute.
Also a cantrip.
Yeah.
Where's Ray?
Fireball!
No, we lost. Oh, there's Lexi.
She was so upset with the bonfire, she just fucking left.
I can't hear you.
Push to talk.
Take it off! Just take it
off.
off!
Take it off.
Okay. So
It's not okay. Take off
I
push
heard-
to talk.
the last thing I heard was I asked if there was ice, water. Sorry, if there's ice between us and water.
Yes,
It's
it's
the last thing I heard.
thick ice,
Okay.
so your bonfire only took off like a top layer.
How far are we from water? Like 10 feet? 100 feet?
Hold on.
Plus or minus? Because if it's 30 feet, then I could send Perry down.
I'd say you're looking at about a foot of ice here.
Oh. Please, do you want me to just, like, send Perry in? A little. That'd be helpful.
Or if you'd like, you think you'd be able to see anything, but we need to get through the feet of ice.
I can dismiss him and resummon him within 30 feet, so I can get him.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
Let me know what you see.
Faye, I'd like to do that, and I'm like, don't die. I'm like holding his bulbous head. Don't die. And then poof, and then we appear. And I'll look through his eyeballs. Or whatever.
Yeah, the first sensation in the telepathic link that you get from Perry is, oh, it's cold down here.
Sorry.
And, as Perry sort of like octopus swims through the air area. Um, it's dark. Uh, there's only a bit of light coming in from the ice above, which is clouded, and
Yes, Doug.
he does.
What about
And the water here is still, only swirled and moved by Perry's swimming. And then have Perry roll for me a perception check. Or I
Perry's
guess,
stats, not mine.
no, because you're in the senses. Go ahead and use your stats.
Dirty 20.
You see movement. Out of the corner of your eye, there's something else swims past, but it's hard to make out.
All of it.
uh, I can resummon Perry. Can Perry like go over there?
Yeah, for sure.
Got one.
As you make your way over,
Can do ink cloud if need. Okay.
I need a wisdom saving throw
From me?
from Perry, because this is Perry's body.
Good. Oh, it's only a 0. Of course. Alright, Perry. But that's an 8.
Number 7.
You hear through Perry's senses a song. It's chilling. And Perry seems to move closer towards it. It's coming from the direction that the figure swam in.
Okay. Perry, psst. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I need to get closer.
How far away is he at this point? From me?
Probably on the order of 70 feet.
Good.
How far can he get from you, or is it unlimited?
He can go as far as
Yeah.
he can, but the telepathic link for commands only goes out to 100 feet.
Right.
Don't know if I can move him at any point though.
Let me read real quick.
It kind of seems like I can poof him with. Kind of.
Find familiar. Yeah.
I'll just let this continue.
As Perry follows the song, you would see through his eyes the semi-ethereal figure. Almost like a person, but shaded not quite there. And as this figure sings and reaches out to Perry, Perry goes towards it. Oh no!
So dramatic.
What was the last thing you
What
heard?
happened? I pulled to the ethereal figure.
Okay, yes. So there's this figure, the singer, is semi-present, very ethereal. And as it sings and stretches out towards Perry, Perry swims closer, as if going towards this creature's outstretched hand.
Okay, like right before we get to the hand part.
Okay. Your mic cut out there.
Nice
Okay.
cool.
Okay,
I made a proof
poof him
if-
back.
right before.
Okay. So, as Perry is dismissed, what's the last thing you see?
Great. Yeah, I'll give whole dramatic retelling of that to everyone. Siren? I guess? Del, does that sound right?
Maybe.
I mean, the sirens are a thing, but they're not like ethereal like that. That would probably be a Selvale.
Come again?
What? Yeah.
Selvale. They're very. I wouldn't call them sirens. Like some can sing. They're like people if you have them, but they don't really live in any sort of physical capacity. They phase in and out of some solid form.
Are they undead?
No, I wouldn't call them undead. But they have the ability to manipulate tides and emotions.
Are they like sentient creatures? Or are they like
Yes.
just sort of mindless and beckoning people?
Very sentient, very self-serving. For the
Right.
most part. I mean, you probably find some that align with a coalition or something like that, but usually they're very chaotic.
So they eat octopus?
No, they don't. I don't think I've ever seen a Selvale eat. They could.
Curious.
I was just thinking maybe one or a few of them might be part of the I keep forgetting what it's called, the Silence, the group.
Maybe.
Should we go down and talk to him?
I'd be happy to. I can teleport under the ice and I can breathe underwater.
I feel like we go together.
Personally, I'd rather not. Just because, they can manipulate emotions and that could not be good. But
Oh. Is it a charm or is it another arcane mean?
it's innate. It could be like a charm thing, but like it's sort of in their essence to just manipulate things. The tides, people. It's just what they do.
Right. We'll leave it for now then.
It's good to know that they're involved because, maybe we can keep our eyes out.
Right. Well, we don't know if they're involved, but if we see more of them around in this sort of area, or when we're trying to find the memory pearls, we can definitely make that connection.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay.
Do you want to search more around this frozen section? There might be some other
Yeah.
lingering clues.
Yeah. Yes, let's. Is it like a center that we've looked at yet, or more just on the outside?
This district is more, it's like a smaller area, so you've kind of just seen a portion of it, but you can sort of move to the outskirt areas where it stretches to see if there's anything else.
Yeah,
Let's go.
certainly.
Give me an investigation.
Ooh, net one. I'm changing my dice.
Yeah, I haven't been rolling well.
Fresh dice.
That's Dell. Ooh. After I got a buddy. As you're looking around, Dell will sort of wave you guys over. Hey, this might be interesting.
What'd you find?
They point to one of the dwellings, and where they've kind of cleared away some of the frost. What you would notice is, on the table, a candle, and what they point to is another one nearby that looks primed to refresh when this one ends.
A candle?
Yeah, like, I don't think that it's if this was during the evacuation, I don't think that new candle would be standing upright like it is.
Candles. Why would you have candles, random candles, attached to each other?
They're not attached. They're like next to each other. So like one's ready to be put into the holder.
And we light it.
I mean, we'd have to get inside first, unless you have a way to light candles from a distance.
Kidding.
Um,
Um,
I mean, you do, priest, don't you?
I do, yes. I can easily get inside.
Well, you have prestidigitation though. Can't you light a candle with that?
I can check.
I'm not saying we shouldn't go inside, but you might be able to do
It's
this.
only a range of 10 feet. Would I be able to?
Yeah.
I'll light the candle from outside using prestidigitation.
Do you light the new candle or the old candle?
I'll light the old candle's the one that's still in the holder, right?
Yes.
I'll light that one.
Okay. Dell looks impressed.
I take a bow. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all week. I'll light the new candle.
So, what I think, again, if that was because I'm assuming this is all just assumption. The evacuations happened before everything froze and ice expands. I would assume that a small tremor would be enough to knock over a candle that thin. So if it's standing upright, it was placed here after the ice.
Right.
That's fun. Hello. Anyone lose a candle?
We knock on the door.
As you knock on the door, it echoes, as everything is silent here. But there is no response. It seems that the house is empty currently.
Is the door locked, I'm assuming?
The door is very much locked.
Cool. Can I try and pick the lock?
Yeah, sleight of hand. Proficiency if you have, thieves' tools.
I do have proficiency in thieves' tools, so it is this plus 4, 15.
Okay. 15 is enough to unlock this door.
Fully open it. Peek inside.
Okay. Yeah, you see a almost normal dwelling. There's the table that had the candle on it. It's got a few papers, that are settled there, a few chairs that are hanging around. It's cold, it's chilly. Doesn't seem that a hearth is kept.
Have a look around. Have a look at the papers. Is it just paper? Is there anything written?
There is stuff written on it, but it is written in Aquan.
Del!
Dell will walk over and... Well, you definitely found something here.
Yay.
Fortunately, I can't read it.
What do you mean?
It's
Okay.
written in code.
Ooh.
Could you
Uh,
translate it into common? And then maybe I can translate it with thieves' cans?
It's gibberish. It's not like they're just different words. We'd need a key of some sort.
I could give you comprehend languages.
Yeah, but does that help with the code?
No, but then you'd know what it was. And we could look around for the code. There might be like a deciphering kit around here somewhere. We can look for that. But I can give you that and you could start working on it. If
I
it's helpful.
don't mind, yes.
Yeah.
Your mic's being weird.
Please don't yell.
It'll take 10 minutes, but I will spend the 10 minutes to give it to you because I don't have it like actually prepared. So yeah, I'll do that. Mhm.
Oh, you're a wizard. Never mind.
Yeah. So. Freesta. It is, again, gibberish once you're able to read it. Letters don't, like, even now that you can read it, they don't match up into any sort of words. It is an intelligence check to break the cipher.
I will give you bardic. I believe in you, Freesta. You can do it.
I'll give you a wheel.
Thank you.
How many uses of that do you have, Tala?
I have 5 per day. I have used it, let's see, I've been clicking it off. I've used it twice. Oh my god, my mouse is going crazy. Can somebody roll a 1d6? Need a new mouse.
Thank you. A 6. So 16, and the bardic's a d10.
Now, remember, you
Yes.
can only roll it when you fail, but this is definitely a time where you could roll it.
Yes. I got a 1, so that's what, 17?
You kind of would.
This is more difficult than anything you've tried to decipher before. You're not really getting much anything out of this.
This sucks. Just look around for a key or a quarters or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah, looking around, all secret, like knocking on floorboards and like walls and like inside of pegs, legs and stuff.
Investigation checks here.
Secret doors from bookshelves and like drawers with like false bottoms. What is wrong with my rolls today?
Can I roll investigation as well?
I don't see why you couldn't. You are also present here.
My dice
Thank you.
again.
19.
Unfortunately, there are no keys to the codes that are left here. But with a 15 and a 19, Tala and Andy, you do find a floorboard that is loose. And underneath it, you would notice a robe that is stuffed underneath it.
That's kind of strange. Can take out the robe. Is it like mothball-y?
It's not actually. It
It's a big
is.
S on the back.
It seems fluid-like almost with the way that it is cut and the materials utilized. Not quite made of actual waters like Lady Sarah's clothing and robes, but it is fresh.
Way to identify.
What size?
A medium humanoid. If you want to do an identification, you can.
I'll do an identify. I get a use without a spell slot anyways.
There are no spells upon it, and nothing of great renown, but it was created with a spell. It was crafted with a fabrication spell.
I say we put the robe and the encoded message into the bag of holding and search elsewhere.
Sure.
That is definitely an idea. However, it would alert whoever's here that you've been in here.
But we're not having much luck finding people. It'd be great if they could find us.
Since they were here recently and left things, as someone who has a sort of secret organization, it would make sense that they would return here. you could set up a sting operation rather than alerting them and making them perhaps hostile.
They're gonna be hostile.
They might not be as immediate
No matter what.
to throw themselves into danger. They might be more clandestine if they don't believe anything is amiss. That's just my 2 cents.
I like it. It's a great idea. How about we make some false tracks from this place to one of the other buildings so they think we went there, set up some traps, and then we camp in another place?
Could we just
Can't
wait
hear you.
across the street from
Okay,
this
cool.
building? Could we just wait across the street until they come back?
We could, but I do like traps at a certain place. So they
What
think
kind
if
of
we went
traps?
somewhere. I don't know. I say we just do like sort of. Do I have?
I mean, we can always just leave Perry in the jar on the table,
That's so
and then
mean.
when he notices somebody coming in, he can alert you, Andy, and then we can just go, hey, sorry, we forgot our jar.
I
Sure, Perry.
feel like that would again leave whoever's here on edge. That would mean if we left something on the table, they would know someone was in this house.
So you don't think we should wait in this house?
No, I don't.
No, definitely not.
Okay, all right. So we'll do free stress plant.
Cool. No traps. I just say we do some false tracks to another building, so it means when they find out someone's been here, they immediately go there, and it gives us some time to prepare an attack. Cannot hear you, Andy.
Maybe if they notice the false tracks, right? Like maybe they're preoccupied. But that would be a good cover.
But if we have visual on the building, we would be able to see and prepare if they are either alert or not.
Yes.
Sounds good.
All right, then I will say it'll be a deception check to make false tracks.
All of us?
Anyone who wants to make false tracks.
But I was thinking I could just like do some really like overt footsteps, and then I can just like teleport to the place everyone else goes to. Then I can use gust of wind to sort of cover our tracks from that area, so the only thing that's left is my footsteps, if that makes sense.
Sure. Whatever looks most natural.
Out of curiosity, if you can do gust of wind, why don't we just go to the other building and just get rid of the tracks to the house?
That's what we're doing. So you guys are going to one place where you will leave tracks. I am going elsewhere. Then I'm going to teleport to use. Then I'm going to get rid of your guys' track, so the only thing left is my footsteps that go to a completely different building.
Okay, if that thing is okay, yeah. All right, I go to where should we? Wait, the house across the street. Okay, I go to the house across the street. Hello.
The
I
whole place
knock on the door.
is evacuated. There's no one there to answer you. You just echoes.
Okay, can I go ahead and open the door?
No, it's locked.
Andy, somebody has unlocked this.
That's a Freester thing. We all have thieves' tools. We just are not as good as Freester. I'll
You
give it
can-
a go though.
Yeah, sleight of
Just-
hand.
Yeah. That's an 11.
Nope. Freesta, I'm still gonna ask for a deception check on your steps.
Cool. 17.
Cool. Good. They look
So it
natural.
was a nat one. So I'll do my steps to another building, then I'll face step to the front door that everyone else is at, and I'll try and unlock it. This plus 4, so 22.
The door unlocks.
Cool. Then I will use Gust of Wind to get rid of all of my party's tracks to this house. So the only tracks left in the vicinity is from the house we were at going to a completely different direction.
All right, sounds good. So, as you are set now in this house, what would you like to do as you wait?
I would like to know what Lexi is complaining about. What was that?
I literally just said that, like, okay, now we wait, and then it's like no one can hear me, and I was like, I'm over this, and so yeah.
Okay, love you.
I mean, we can try and take a short rest.
Sounds good. Yep, I can get my bardic back.
I'll get my one spell slot back.
Could I use the mirror on the robe while we're here?
You don't want to use the mirror on the place to find out what happened with the freeze?
I can do that tomorrow. Like, we're gonna be talking to this person soon.
Okay.
You would see a figure. She is standing tall, proud, as if getting some sort of accolades. And in front of her, in a flurry of sleet and snow, this robe is crafted. And then it falls to the ground at her feet, where she picks it up and puts it on. And that is the minute that you would see.
Do we recognize her?
No. If you recognized her, I would have said that you recognized her.
So it's not the same one that we met at on top of the mountain.
That woman was huge.
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember these things.
Yeah, no, that she was like a deity and stuff. Hey Del, you know of a cult that worships the mother of ice and snow and stuff?
I'm sure that one could possibly exist. I don't really.
I like so.
I know that there could be one. I'm not really the most social of people. My mom is right that I've never brought friends home. I've never really had people I connect to very well, so there's a reason why I go out adventuring by myself. I can't hear you.
And get stuck with jagged eels and stuff who want to eat you. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta give you some charm. Can I like sit Del down and like give them some like charms lessons while we're waiting?
You
is
certainly
how
can
you-
try.
This is how you speak with people and make friends and conversation.
You're sounding like
Good
my mom.
life skill.
Uh,
Ouch.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying
Good
that
skill.
like she tries this whole thing of like how to manage business and make deals and talk to people and how to get them on your side so you can get what you want, and it just
I
seems
was
like a
just like-
lot.
You don't have to make deals just to like be comfortable speaking with other people. I could give you some tips. It's like performance, basically.
Not really good at that
Yeah,
either.
see, she's been helping. She's been helping me, and you can see how I turned out.
Thanks,
Not a
Tom.
good example.
My
Anyway,
faith in my teacher wavers.
Thank you, Tala, for trying so hard to help. I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome.
In all fairness, if you saw what Tala was like beforehand, then you would see this as a very
Oh, I was
big
a
improvement.
disaster.
Yes.
Walking disaster.
Yes, the progress is not very noticeable to those who do not know her, but Tala has made amazing progress, and it is all Andy's help.
Yeah, like at the very beginning when we met, we got kidnapped and I was all tied up and I kept on asking a bunch of questions and the people didn't like it and they gagged us.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
It was.
How long are you all willing to wait?
Overnight, yeah.
Sure. We got the stew pot. Tala.
Yeah. You only need water. You don't even need fire for that thing. So go ahead. You can take the benefits of a short rest. And any conversations during your short rest here? It is a few hours that you'll be waiting.
Peeking out at the window.
For the most part, there's no change at all. It's all still.
Still a peek.
So gagged because of questions, I forgot we'll say.
And complaints because the whole tie thing, the ropes were digging into my skin and it just wasn't that great.
Yeah, you were kidnapped. It wasn't supposed to be a great experience.
Well, I guess
Wait,
it was.
do you know
was it
about this?
kidnapped?
Africa?
I
You know the
mean,
story?
I know the baseline of it, but I don't know the details. I knew that you were on the mound and escaped from it during the Skyfire crisis.
Yeah, you guys actually sent a letter over to Solanaris, I think. It says, "Hey, have you seen this halfling?"
That was a while later. So
Well, yeah, but the whole mound and the big
the
thing,
mound is
they're all the
not where
same thing.
Sornaros was. Sornaros was at Cardano Keep, I think.
Listen, they were all tied.
Oh, as Tala explains the story.
You took your hand off push to talk.
Take it off. You speak with your hands.
I know.
Speak. So
I'll do some minor illusion stuff with my hands behind Tala, as Tala is explaining what we went through, and maybe some corrections here or there if necessary.
If and when any corrections come apparent, there is just a snort from Lefriga.
Oh, there's a lot of corrections because the way Tala like absorbed that information because she didn't know things. It was compared to what really happened. But I get to the point where I'm just like, and all I wanted to do was just knock him on the head, and then I ended up killing him. I felt bad.
You did. We never got to know more about that. Or kidnapper person. Yep.
I mean,
Fair.
not for nothing. He was a bad guy. He tried to kill us.
Yeah. Did.
A rookie mistake. You've got a person every so often that you need to keep alive and you kill.
Okay. Well, I feel like you have a story that divulge. So, fun things.
Roll a persuasion check, Andrew.
Wheel!
Alright. Alright. Good. I haven't rolled well all day. That's a 9.
Oh, you got above it at the above 10.
Ooh.
Does 13 help?
There's a story there, and maybe one day I will share it.
I'm pouting. Corner.
Hey, have you
Not
ever
very.
heard of Captain Happybeard? The pirate?
The cherry chum.
You mean Cheerful Bang?
Yes.
The guy we
Yeah.
killed. That was fun.
No, we
No,
didn't
we
kill
didn't
him. He
kill
ran
him.
away.
Oh no! Yes, we killed everyone else except for him. That was great. Definitely more traumatizing. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Are you friends with him by any chance?
No. Why would I fraternize with pirates?
I don't know.
You're
Why
cult
wouldn't you?
leader. Might have been
I am.
follow a virtue.
We are. While some would call us a cult, yes, we are more of a organization, a
Cult.
collective.
A cult.
Cult.
It doesn't have to be quite so politically charged.
Cult
I
sounds
mean,
less
it's like
culty
see
than
you
collective.
later, Tala, right?
But just because of my oh, but just because we do have some more clandestine relations does not mean that we are criminals.
No,
you have to
we would
be
never
criminal.
insinuate that.
Pirates,
Also-
by definition, are criminals.
People I don't
you-
like.
You have tried to
Shouldn't be.
kill us numerous times.
Assassins
Time.
are a perfectly legal job description. There are plenty of assassins that are hired by the crown.
That's true. That's criminal.
It's still a criminal activity.
It can be
Just
if
because
you
they
People are
pardon
doing it.
themselves doesn't mean it.
if it is
If you don't declare it.
yeah, if you're not part of an assassin's collective, yes, it could be illegal.
Oh, it's horrible.
You guys
Okay, so
break into places, intimidate people.
And
you
from your
steal
stories,
things.
so do you.
We never
That's
said
true.
we
We're
don't.
kind of culty.
No, we don't believe in anything.
Oh, that's not true. Well, that's
Your
I'm sorry,
reli-
we don't believe in one particular deity.
Do cults have to be religiously organized? I don't believe that they do.
semantics.
So you
Where's
are a
the
cult.
answer?
I'm
We don't
not.
believe, yeah, exactly.
I am not arguing that I am a cult, but I'm arguing that perhaps you could be as well, even without the deity.
You know what? We'll
Alright,
take
don't.
that.
Can I be
Even
the
anyway.
archbishop of this cult? I like to find what we believe. Is that allowed?
Although, every time somebody does cast certain magic, she always says Freesta says hi, and I do like Freesta, and I follow what she says. Maybe we're the cult of Freesta.
God, I wish. I'm just like back home.
Well, in your kingdom now, this is like the frozen section. So I feel like this would be like the perfect like place if we were gonna have like a clubhouse for like a
Right.
cult. We should have it.
I don't
True.
I don't think so, because this isn't supposed to be normal. Like, this shouldn't be frozen.
We could
I
make
mean,
it
it's
normal.
my home, but you know what? We just have to
Yeah.
fucking deal with it, don't we?
Well, maybe if we learn how to unfreeze this place, we can unfreeze your home.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, then
But you know
don't
what? I
set
don't mind
this up
having a
as a
cult in my
clubhouse.
name in the process.
You can have the
We can
cult
look at
without
clubhouse
keeping
later.
this place frozen.
Okay, I don't want a permanent cult as while this place is frozen. I do not mind being the center of a cult, you know? A little bit of fun.
Yeah. Hey, Leffigo, you taking cult dynamics?
Not a cult. But if you are looking for hierarchy details, I can provide that.
Your business cards.
About your cult? What about all cult?
So as this,
I'm always down for the cult.
as you are, um, having these
We've
discussions,
just beep.
um,
I blame fate.
roll for me perception checks, please.
Oh, we are so good.
Less than a 10, I'm leaving the campaign.
Mine's less than 10. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, we said.
Right in the middle of your arc, you decide to leave the campaign. Oof. Oh,
I rolled so badly today. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that's wrong cult. You follow the wrong.
No, I need more power, so the more people worship me, the better my rolls are. So you guys need to step up a
Oh.
little bit.
That makes
what is Andy's total? It's not showing up on my end.
26.
26. So it's
Sorry.
uh, Andy and Tala.
45.
As it starts to grow darker, in this area, almost as if night is falling, a figure is walking the streets towards the house that you are watching. And we will pick up with that in our next session.